Hi. I know I haven't made a video in forever, but that was due to lack of motivation. But now something has indeed motivated me to post again, and that is losing friends due to queerphobic parents. So I am currently active on the Trevor Space. If you don't know what that is, it's basically an online group for queer teenagers that don't have really any community to go online and find some community, to find common folk that they can talk to, chat with, and just overall hang out with and share stories about their journey. And my cat left my room. Anyway, so hold on, getting comfortable over here. So basically I'm on the Trevor Space, and I had met this person, River, like the body of water. Yeah. And well, today they had texted me saying that their mom had found out that they were texting someone or talking to someone online, and basically their mom is, River's family is Christian. As far as I know, all of them are. But, so River's mom has told them that they can't talk to me anymore because I understand the concern about online safety, but then again, the Trevor Space is a pretty safe space for really anyone. But yeah, so that happened, and now I just can't talk to them anymore because queerphobic parent. I just realized I'm looking at myself on the, yeah, I should be looking up here. So, if you see this video, River, feel free to show your mom that, hey, the person my child was talking to online is actually real, and not some 60-year-old man lying about his identity on the internet just to get kids under his manipulation. So, do I look 60 or 50 years old? No. And I don't use AI, so there you go. Yeah, it just came right out of my mouth. Why would I lie about that? So, yeah. If you're a queer teenager like me, bisexual flag, and then transgender flag over there, yeah, I'm queer. And I'm here, and I exist, and I am a human being with feelings, with a brain, with a working brain, thank you very much. I'm not, diseased or something. Being queer is not a disease, as far as people know. Um, it's just a thing that happens. It's like if you're also autistic or have ADHD. I also have autism and ADHD. Oh, I just smacked my laptop. Anyway, like, it's literally the same thing as that. Like, just maybe a bit more drastic. Like, if you're trans, me being a transmasculine demi-boy, FTM, you would have to go through hormone replacement therapy, and depending on if, I mean, you don't even have to. If you're trans and you have gender dysphoria, you can go through HRT and get top and bottom surgery in the future. I mean, minors aren't getting, like, top and bottom surgery. We aren't mutilating kids just because they say they're, like, the different gender or a different gender. I mean, that's just not a thing in America. I mean, we're talking about America right now because, well, I'm in New York. Where else would we be talking about? But, yeah, it's like, we don't mutilate kids, and we don't, like, force transition on kids. Like, people have to go through, I mean, if you want to get on, like, say, puberty blockers, I know it sounds so scary. Puberty blockers are so fucking scary. And yes, I said fuck. Too bad. Deal with it. I'm atheist. I'm not religious. I used to be religious, but now I'm not. Congratulations to me. No one fucking cares. Anyway, but just deal with it. Anyway, puberty blockers. Like, they were originally made for precocious puberty. Like, if a 8-year-old little girl starts her puberty, excuse me, at 8 years old, or a very precocious puberty, like if your period starts at 5 years old, which, that's scary. But, like, puberty blockers were made for precocious puberty originally, and now they're being used also for precocious puberty and for teenagers or just minors that have a sense of a different gender or a different gender identity going on. Like, I was born female, assigned female at birth, but I wonder what that is. So, I mean, I'm not cisgender. And if you don't know what cisgender means, it basically means, like, your gender identity, your sense of self, aligns with your sex assigned at birth, which I'm female to male. So I'm not cisgender. That's, yeah. So, sorry if I'm, like, all over the place. I don't have a script, so I'm just going off the pink thinky thing in my head right now. So, yeah. We don't... Okay, where was I? Puberty blockers. Okay, so they are used to, help kids that are not cisgender, that fall under the transgender umbrella term, represented by that flag over there. I know. I'm showing it way too many times, but I deal with it. Um, so, yeah. I mean, in, like, today, like, Thursday, May 21st, 2026, the year of our Lord, 2026, um, we, like, I say we, I'm not a, like, 12-year-old. I'm talking about, like, 12-year-olds getting, um, uh, transgender medication. Um, so, families that have trans children that are, like, under the age of 15 have to go through not 1, but 2 years of, what is it called? Medical medical supervision. That way doctors can watch as this child progresses, either consistently showing their um, transgender gender identity, to in order to get on puberty blockers. We aren't like saying, "Oh, this like minor says they're trans. Okay, we're giving them puberty blockers immediately." That's not how that works. They have to go through 2 years of medical supervision by not only one doctor. I mean, if you're in New York, um, you have to, as far as I know, you have to get approval by like two therapists that saying, yes, this child or this minor has shown consistent patterns of having this specific gender identity. And so, yes, we will be giving them HRT and or puberty blockers, depending on what the age is. But, um, yeah, but like, I'm in the middle of preparing myself for going on testosterone. So, and my first appointment was April 30th. That was, let me check my calendar, like, about 20 days ago? 21 days ago? Literally last month. So, or at the end of last month. And you do not get shots. You don't get testosterone shots on the first visit. You have to, well, first visit, you don't get, shots. Talking from if you're transmasculine and getting on testosterone. Um, I think second visit, you don't get on it either. I don't think. Or no, you do. Second visit, you do. And then they, like, the doctor or nurse, whoever's giving it to you, is going to inject testosterone into you the first time. And then the second time you get shots, they will teach you how to do it. And then third time, and so on, you do it yourself. So, which shots is what I'm doing for HRT. But that's a little bit off topic. So, and sorry, my hair looks like shit. So, or maybe it doesn't to you, but it does to me. So, um, yeah, we don't give, uh, minors, like, immediate medication for, uh, like, them just being trans. I mean, hey, you may think that, oh, being trans or being queer in any way is a disease. And I mean, I understand that, but you've been indoctrinated by the right wing, by right wing people, by like people like Charlie Kirk, by people like um what's another Joe Rogan, um Tucker Carlson. I don't know if he's entirely right wing, but you get the point. Like, oh, a trans creator that is right wing, Blair White, and Buck Angel, and Jeffree Star. Although Jeffree Star isn't trans, he's just gay and follows clout. He's a clout chaser. I mean, good for him, I guess. I mean, that's not really helpful to anyone except for the right wing. And I mean, if you can't tell, I'm like strictly left wing. So, um, I mean, hey, if you're watching this video, we may not agree on everything, but I'm just telling you what I know because this is a. I just feel like this needs to be said. Like, I mean, hey, I just lost a good friend due to queerphobia. Like, and again, River, if you see this video, hi, I miss you and I love you. Please show this video to your mother. I'm trying to educate over here. And, like, a great resource for learning about, like, trans things is the Transatlantic Call-In Show on the line. There are, like, so many trans people, or not so many, but there are trans people like me and like other viewers maybe watching this video. And like there are just so many great resources out there to help educate yourself on these things. The Line on YouTube is a great one. Jimmy Snow on the Line. I mean, hey, River's mom, you could even call in to the Transatlantic Call-In Show and say, hey, what is being trans? Or what do you do to individuals that experience a gender identity that is opposite of being cisgender? Like, I encourage that. I encourage anyone watching this video to go and ask actual trans people, what the hell even is this? How does this work? Be curious. Be curious. That's all I gotta say. Be curious. Educate yourself. Like, if you don't know what something is and you think it's like scary, there's really no reason to be scared. You're just like, you don't know what it is. So you immediately say, oh, I don't know what that thing is. I don't like it. I mean, that's not really a good way to live, in my opinion. Like, saying you don't know what something is and then just immediately saying, no, I'm not going to have anything to do with that because, well, you're purely just scared. I mean, it's okay to be scared, but if you take your fear and use it for harm, like suppressing your child's identity, then that is harmful. That is very harmful. I mean, I've experienced that because, woohoo, my dad is kind of shitty. Yay. um, but yeah, I definitely encourage go uh call in to the line. Actually, Takis is today. So, go over to the line and just wait to call in for questions. And I'm sure the hosts on this Takis, this Transatlantic Call-In show, this specific show today, um, I think Riverboat Jack and Josie Caballero, um, actually, Josie is really good for this, in my opinion. I mean, both of them, but especially Josie. Definitely ask that, like, hey, what is this? Or, how do I, as a cisgender person, understand this? Because I don't know what it is. Can you please educate me on it? And I really encourage that, so go educate yourselves, people. You need it. I mean, and for me, learning is fun, but not when it's forced upon someone. But, I mean, that's a different conversation. But, yeah. I encourage you to go ask. Go ask Riverboat Jack and Josie Caballero on the line. I will link the line's channel down in the description of this video. So if you end up saying, hey, that sounds interesting, I'll go do that, or I'll go ask that question, I'll link it down in the description of this video. So, if you watch this video the whole way through, good for you. Sorry, that might have been a little bit loud. But, yeah. Congratulations. If you take this video seriously and actually go and ask on the line, all the power to you. So, yeah. Peace. See you guys later.